Hello everyone, welcome again to second edition of PTP Capital's Forex Market Breakdown. Now, my apologies for last week for the first video. I didn't introduce myself properly. So, I am Matthew. I've been trading for 7 years and I'm the head trader of PTP Capitals, also the co-founder of PTP Capitals. We're located here in the Gambia and we've been active for close to over 6 months. We have a lot of students with profitable results, which as time goes on, subsequent videos, we're going to bring them on board to tell us their story, how it was when they started, how it is currently, how Forex has changed their life and made them financially confident. Okay, now, without wasting much time, we covered some videos earlier this week, so let's just go have a recap of what we covered this week. Now, one of the things we could expect price to push back for a retest of this level, okay, then the fall back down, or this level could hold, because if we look prior, this level also is a level of support here. So this level could hold. If we see this level hold, then we could expect this back for the dollar. But until this level is broken, until this 99 level is broken back above, I would be bearish on the dollar. So if we use a fib low to high, now you see that aligns almost around the 78 fib retracement level. So I would be looking for entries around here, stops just slightly below. Alright, so let's pick a 40 pip stop loss. Now you could also get a better entry on, if we go on the lower time frame. Alright, could find a better entry on the lower time frame. First take profit will be this 200 pips, next take profit 279 pips. So that's not a buy risk to reward. Risking 40 pips for 200 and almost 280 pip take profit, then that's a really good. So we have a 1 to 7 risk to reward ratio here. That's a really good risk to reward ratio. So that would be it on Euro USD. I'm looking at price pull back into this level, price pulling back into this level. Then we see the next leg going up. Okay. Back to this level first. If this is now broken, then we could push all the way up. Most likely come back to this monthly descending trend line. Alright, come back to that monthly descending trend line. That's what I'm looking at for. Sorry, let's take that back. This is what I would be looking at for AUD USD. We're expecting a pullback around the block, all around the block. So you can see this happen before we get that push. Okay, now if we take a fib, let's see if that aligns. Take a fib from low to high. Let's take this all the way here. Yes, we can see 61 level. Okay, aligning with if we look left, we have a strong support level around there. Okay, so we could see now. You see how everything is almost aligning with our analysis. Then we're gonna get push back up. We technically want to see a push back to 27 level, then a retest of this. Alright, retest of this zone, or a push down here, then a retest of this zone. But first, we have to see a pullback. We want to see a pullback. Trend line, go that. So pullback into the level. Previous resistance during support, pull back into this level, pick a fib, low to high. Okay, see 61 level aligns between the 50 and 61 pocket. Okay, so that's what I'm expecting on gold. Now I'll be looking at that level for, if we see a break below this level, then I'll watch this level, the trend line. Now if we see a break below, then most likely we're going to pull back lower. But if we see a rejection from here, I'll watch for this. If we eventually break above this, then come back and retest. Then you know what to do. Alright, that's for UG. We see price currently at resistance. I'm expecting, you already know, pull back into this level, okay, and most likely the next buy. So we get something like this. Now maybe this, then break, okay, so low to high, 38 level. I mean, price could as well still pull all the way back 50 or 61, but most likely I'm expecting it to pull back to 38 level, okay, for this pullbacks, because this 38 level will have a strong confluence here. This was the supply zone which held for quite some time. Price finally broke above this, so I'm expecting this to pull back here before it shoot back up. That's for oil. In the inverse on USD CAD, we're looking for pullback into the support level, into the resistance level for further shots. All right. Market could push all the way back here, try to play around before pulling back up, but definitely we should see that pullback on USD CAD for further shots. Well, if we see a strong pullback below here, a retest of this level, then we could go down. But since I'm expecting a buy, I'm bullish on GJ. Matter of fact, I'm bullish on pound in total. We're going to cover two more pound pairs to show you. Okay, we think we've covered GU and we've seen GU as bullish. Now we're seeing GJ also bullish. Okay, so I'm bullish on pound in total for now. Now, what I would expect for this coming week, if we go back on the 4 hours, we might see price maybe push back into this level of support. Okay, you might see price push back into these levels of support before getting that pull back up again, or we could see price just push from here, start going higher. But I would want to see maybe price pull back into these levels, or even here. I would want to see price pull back even here. Okay, if we break this, then we come back into these levels. All right, then a push back up, primarily on the 4 hour. Next, a bullish close back above this level. All right, I want to see a bullish close back above this level to take my longs. Okay, now this could go contrary because we're expecting a buy on AU. Okay, so as you know, this is almost inversely correlated with AU. All right, if the AU is going up, we expect a sell on GA. So I would be cautious on this. Anyways, I would be cautious on this. My best option would be I would still wait on this. If I see a break above this level, close a strong bullish close back above this level, I would wait for a strong bullish close above this trend line. Okay, counter trend line, sorry, break, a good retest and rejection before I look to take this. Okay, all right, so welcome back. Let's go over the charts and see what has transpired within the course of the week from what we covered beginning of this week. Alright, now we looked at a couple of pairs, USD JPY. So now we saw now USDJPY has played exactly what as I predicted. Okay, we've had a push down just like we predicted, and we had that retest and the push up. Okay, now if you took a trade from where we gave the call beginning of this week, you should be just, let's just see how far that's it. Now you should be over 174 pips in profit, okay, with just a drawdown, with just a stop loss of about, having just a stop loss of about 20-25 pips. Okay, that's a really good risk to reward. I mean, as you can see, we've been in this chart, like I said last time, we've been in this chart from all the way here. Okay, so USDJPY has played out exactly as we predicted. Euro USD. Now we predicted also the DXY falling a bit lower, and that's what exactly has happened. So I told you last beginning of the week we're bearish on DXY, and you see we've had all that push back down on the DXY, pulling all the way back down. Now we didn't see the pullback up. I was expecting a pullback up for a retrace for an entry, but apparently I told you guys the market can play. Okay, so we didn't see that pullback, we just had that drop. So I told you, I said already that we were bearish on DXY, so you would have known how to take this. Now let's go into Euro USD. Euro USD, just as predicted, pushed all the way back up. Okay, see that pushed all the way back up on Euro USD. All right, so from where we covered last week, we were somewhere around here. So we expected a pullback, although we didn't get much of a pullback. Now we were here, we didn't get much of a pullback as expected. And from last week, if you know, from the video we've seen, we had this counter trend line. I told you guys, if we see a break and retest, then we'll pull back to this level. That's what we said. But unfortunately, we didn't get that break and retest. Now the market still pushed all the way back up, came back for a slight retest. This was still in an uptrend, so you should have been looking for longs, because like we said, we are bullish on the euro. Okay, now from here, let's say you took your entry, you had an entry from this level. Okay, after this you should be over 255 pips in profit. That's a good risk to reward. So let's just see. So entry from here, your stop loss would have been slightly below, let's call it 40 pips. Okay, we can even drop it to 30 pips. All right, now 30 pip stop loss for over 245 pip profit target. That's 1 to 7 point, let's call it 8, 1 to 8. That's a really good one. That's a good call that came through. Okay, now GU. So I told you we're still bullish too on GU. Same thing happened last week. We were here on GU. I was expecting a pullback. We didn't get exactly the pullback we expected, but price opened up and kept pushing higher. So a push from there, over 280 pips. Now we had this level of resistance here. As of last week, we had the level of resistance I told you guys. So if you're waiting for the proper position to get into this trade, if you had a break and retest of this, you could have taken a trade from here. Now let's just jump on the small time 1 hour and see where best we could. So see, 1 hour gave us a good level, a good entry level here. Now this would have been a good entry level. Stop loss just slightly below here, so 30 pip stop loss. If you weren't already in the trade, 30 pip stop loss for 235 pip take profit. So now guys, you're seeing that we've covered, just in the course of a week, we've covered almost 600 pips. We've covered almost 600 pips just from 3 pairs. Okay, just in the course of a week, over 600 pips. That's what we do in PTB. Like, you really need to understand that trading, it's not that difficult. It just needs discipline. Okay, it needs discipline, needs the right knowledge, discipline, and patience. okay, with good money management. Seriously. Now oil was, we had this push up on oil. As of last week, oil was up here. So when we shot the first video, we predicted that oil was going to come back for a retest on this level, then a push back up. That's exactly what has happened. So oil has gone over, oil went all the way 345 pips in profit. This was easy. Now I think it's safe to say we've covered over 1,000 pips in just a week, and all the students benefited from this. All the students took shots from this. Okay. Now, one other trade we did, we covered USD CAD. We covered AUD USD. All right. We covered GJ. So we'll just quickly go over USD CAD. USD CAD, like I said, I told you guys the other day, the last first video, that inversely correlates with oil. So if you're looking for a long on USD CAD on oil, sorry, then definitely no, USD CAD is going to be a sell. So let's look at USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD was sitting somewhere around here. So you see, I was expecting that push back up, but price didn't give us that push back up because we had the resistance level here. So we sold off from there. So if you were to take this trade, once you didn't see this break above, you saw this first bearish candle, strong bullish engulfing, your entry would have been this. All right, stop loss, yeah, it would have had a wider stop loss because yeah, we didn't get into the right entry. We didn't get a right entry on this, but still the risk to reward was amazing. Okay, currently we have a 200 pip take profit. Okay, so now currently our risk to reward is 1 to 4 on this. All right, now with just 4 pairs we've covered, 5 pairs we've covered, you can see we've done over 1,000 pips, over 1,000 pips. Now let's look at GJ. We covered GJ too, guys. This is amazing. So GJ, like I told you guys last week, we got into GJ here. Now we're still riding GJ all the way up. We saw this price come push all the way to this level. Push all the way to that level. And I told you I was bullish on pound. I told you I was bullish on most pound pairs. Pound USD, pound JPY. Okay. Now I also told you pound AUD and pound NZD. I was kind of biased in that. My bias in that was kind of neutral because I'm expecting a weak dollar, which means the NZD USD and the AUD USD. There are some correlations between that, which we teach and you're supposed to know. Okay. Now I told you the pound AUD and pound NZD, I'm much skeptical on longs on that because of the AUD and the NZD. The AUD and the NZD, as we've seen this week, has been really strong. So definitely the pound AUD and the pound NZD couldn't push up, as I told you guys. Now the pound JPY, like we've seen here, we didn't have that break. Instead we broke above, so came back for a retest. Your entry would have been, if you took an entry from here on the retest, stop loss just slightly below here. So have a 40 pip stop loss. Keep it with 40 pip stop loss. All right, just slightly below. Take profit. We have over 280 pips take profit. Over 280 pips take profit. And all this was covered on the last video. All these pairs were covered on the last video. Okay. What else did we look at? We looked at okay, let's look at pound AUD. I think we looked at pound AUD. Like I told you guys last week, pound AUD, I was a bit skeptical on the longs on this because of the AUD, the strength of the AUD. And you see this fell because the AUD was rising. Now let's look at AUD. We looked at AUD USD last week. Let's see. Now we see the AUD is still pushing higher. AUD is still pushing higher, just as we predicted. So why did I get all these predictions correct? Okay, now you should be one of them. It's the knowledge. Okay, all our students get this knowledge. We impact all this knowledge. Everything we know, we give it to our students. Okay, as time goes on, we'll get to post and show you the results from our students. Okay, they're doing exceptionally great, exceptionally great. So we know how to correlate these pairs. We know how to trade the pairs that correlate. We know how to maximize profit. All right, we know how to maximize profit on the pairs and the correlated pairs. All right, so these are all the ways we use in PTB Capitals to extract good money from the market. We don't just do it ourselves. We give the same knowledge to the students. So we've covered we've looked at everything we've done so far. So next week we're going to do a new video on market breakdown for next week, for the coming week. So kindly let us know the pairs you want us to look at on the comment box. Drop your comments in the comment box, okay? Let us know what pairs you want us to cover on the video, and that way we could also help you guys, okay? Now also let us know what other videos you want us to touch on. Anything related to investment, anything related to forex. Most people watching us, viewing us, might be new students, might have never heard anything about forex. Some have heard about forex but don't have an in-depth knowledge. So whatever it is forex related, investment related, you can shoot us a message, our email that's down below, or drop a comment down below in the comment box, and we'll do well to cover everything you need. So until next week, thank you and have a good weekend.